In today's video, we're going to be making Chiles Curtidos en Escabeche, which is pickled peppers with onions and carrots. Pretty common staple in a lot of taco shops, Mexican kitchens in general. It's a fun little addition to having a sandwich or use in other recipes. And come along as we go ahead and make some Chiles Curtidos, pickled peppers. So to start off, we're going to take a half a pound of serrano chilies, half an onion, about 4 bay leaves, half a tablespoon of oregano, black pepper, and coriander, 2 cups of vinegar, 2 cups of water. I will end up using 6 of these garlic cloves and some carrots. I happen to find these already sliced at a great deal. You can obviously use regular carrots and slice them into chips or coins or half circles, whatever you'd like, or strips, whatever works best. I prefer round slices like this. The onions we're going to cut into half moons, strips like this, small strips like that. We're going to cut the rest of the onion into strips. And actually, when I'm making these chilies, the best part for me is actually the carrots and the onions. I like the chilies too, but the carrots and the onions are actually some of my favorite. So what we're going to do here is we're going to just cut them into smaller slices. So you have them like that, and we can break them up into the smaller little strands or pieces. What we're going to do next is we're going to boil all this. So we're going to take the 2 cups of water, 2 cups of the water, and the carrots and peppers and garlic, and give those a quick boil. For the garlics, I'm going to get 6 of the garlics, and I'm going to cut them in half. Just cut them in half. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and let's do 6. And that's going to go in the boil with the rest of it. Here's our pot. Into the pot are going to go the peppers, the half pound of serranos in the pot, the onions, and the 6 garlic cloves that we cut up. Let's not get any of those little shells in there. And the carrots. And like I said, I love the carrots in mine. If you like less, if you like more, this is a 1 pound bag. I'm going to do probably about half a pound as well of the carrots. And I'm going to do the water. Dump the water. Take it over to the stove and give it a quick boil. So here it is now on the stove. Don't worry if the water doesn't come all the way to the top, because we'll be adding the vinegar in a little bit. We just want to get this boiling a little bit before to soften the chilies up and the carrots up a little bit. So once we get these to a boil, we'll add the vinegar. So now that this has started to simmer, see it's starting to simmer, we're going to add the 2 cups of vinegar to this. And slowly let that come to a simmer as well. So here we have a jar, a mason jar that we're going to get going. We're going to first put in 2 bay leaves. We got 2 different jars here. Put 2 bay leaves in one, 2 bay leaves in the other. And I'm going to split this between the 2. So these guys get half the coriander seeds. This jar gets the other half. This guy gets half the black pepper, the peppercorns. This one gets the other half of the peppercorns. And we can do the same thing with the oregano. Half there and half there. And the reason I don't like these in the boil is because I like to have it where it's releasing the flavor as it's pickling and not as it's boiling. So it's not too strong of a flavor. Bay leaves can be a little strong. So can the Mexican oregano. So once you had everything boil for about 5 minutes after you put the vinegar in, you just divvy it up between the 2 jars. Half in one jar, or till you get to about the top. You don't want to fill it all the way up to the top. You want to leave a little bit of room, about a ½ inch or so from the top. So just put in all the stuff into the jars. While it's still hot is okay. You can it'll actually help make a seal when you put your lids on. Just keep filling both jars till obviously you're out of stuff. And like I said, just split it between the 2 jars. Might have to go back to the other jar. Now you take your liquid and take the liquid and fill it to about 1 inch from the top, or ½ inch from the top or so. You don't want to fill it up all the way. That should be good. Don't forget those garlics. Get all those garlics in there. Same thing with the other jar. Now all you do is seal. So once you fill them, you put the lids on them while they're still hot. So make a good, nice seal. And just let them sit in a cool, dark, cool place. Doesn't have to be dark. I leave them out on the counter. You can leave them, I would leave them sit for about a week and a half before you eat them. They're good for about a year in the cupboard, about a month and a half after you open them, and you do have to refrigerate after opening. Thanks for joining us. This was a video on making Chiles Curtidos and Escabeche, or pickled peppers. Enjoy.